Tony's girlfriend was taking photos during Babyface's slapping session on Chris, and she took a close-up of how rock hard Babyface's nipples were. His Wolverine t-shirt, it was like Wolverine was being orbited by two little planets.
Now here's the question. When his nipples got hard, did they change color?
No!
He's wearing a shirt. Why do you care?
Why is that the question?
Ed really needs to know.
Well, no, I've heard that Asians' nipples change color when they get hard.
Wow. We're missing the point that I turned them on during that whole session.
No, it's cold in here.
Yeah, Chris, the point. We're missing the point that the smacking of a man turned him on.
No.
Nothing gets Babyface. Nothing gets Babyface harder than a towel rack.
So, Tony, what would this be classified as if it was a DVD?
At the porn store.
I guess this would be in the BDSM category.
But it's all clothing.
The what?
He's just smacking
The
men.
BDSM category.
What's BDSM?
BDSM stands for bondage, domination, sadomasochism, and masochism.
I thought it was smiles and muscles. Because every time I see it, it's some big muscular dude smiling. And then there's some poor little man that looks like Babyface crying.
No, this one.
Why is the porn you watch? Is it two guys in it?
No, BDSM stuff.
Oh.
Exactly.
You know all about it. And I swear, whenever I would see leather-clad men on the front of those videos, I always thought they were happy. Because I can never imagine a situation where you get to wear that much leather during the day and it's acceptable. So they're like,
Unless you're
camera froze.
Rob Halford and gay porn.
See, I thought it would be under CNOAP. Creepy nipples on a podcast.
Time for DC to guess Marvel.
Yes.
Yeah, Tony.
Back to
Wait.
Ed gets the
This is a comic book podcast.
Yes. This is
Oh,
a comic
wow,
book
yeah.
podcast.
My Millet tells me differently.
Let's start.
Champagne of beers, after all.
We are in a comic store.
Babyface, I'm told you have a Marvel for me to guess.
Yeah, Tony came up with this one. It's a good one, though.
Okay.
Typhoid Mary.
Typhoid Mary.
Now, just for those who don't know, what we do is we give Edward a Marvel character. Because Edward is nothing but a staunch DC fan. He's got to guess who the Marvel character is, their origin, and their power.
It's not written on Ed's cheat sheet, so I forgot to introduce his own segment.
Do it.
Okay. Typhoid Mary.
Good one, by the way.
Yes. Okay, I got it.
Leather jacket, shoot yellow stuff?
Maybe the 80s?
She is a. Wow, I had it.
So it's a woman.
Yes.
All right.
Typhoid Mary is a woman.
Got that right.
Wait, hold on. I'd like that so you can also guess when he's done.
She is of the same lineage species as Prince Namor the Submariner.
All right, so she's an Atlantean.
Yes.
Okay.
And she plays the fence. Originally, when she was introduced in the 60s, she was a villain.
Introduced in the 60s.
Yes.
Villain.
As a villain. But over time, she's kind of like Prince Namor's Catwoman, where she likes to stay in the Pacific Ocean in her one region, and she doesn't like when the Submariner shows up and tries to fuck around with her area of the ocean, and they get into spouts.
Spouts?
Spouts.
Fight.
Because it's the water.
Spats?
Yeah.
Nautical puns! Nautical puns!
Namor gets stuck in the house.
Well, she's playing the fence.
She's a spouter!
Yeah. But lately, over the years, there has been
Bisexual.
some romantic tension between Typhoid Mary and the Submariner.
So, does she have any abilities besides being an Atlantean?
She
She has the same abilities as Submariners.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Just that chokiness, like, she get him.
She can swim really good.
She's very good at controlling water and waves, and likes to move waves big enough to.
So you're
swallow
saying
entire-
typhoid has nothing to do with the disease. It has to do with typhoons.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I speak Ed.
Because I was looking for where he came from with this whole thing. That you saw.
Is that it, Ed?
Yeah.
All right. Wait, hold on. Let me throw.
Hold on.
Can I guess?
This ain't who wants to guess.
Can a nothing reads nothing? Like
nothing reads nothing.
I'm gonna guess AIDS character.
AIDS character?
The same thing.
Typhoid. No, 80s.
Well, they both happen around the same time.
Young Republic.
Both are
Strike again. I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess 80s.
Thank you.
Never forget. I'm gonna guess. Anapalooza 2014. Beat it. It's happening in a gay bar. He just doesn't know it yet. I'm gonna guess 80s character. I'm gonna guess that she's that it's a woman, right? But she has something to do with like poisons or something, right? Yeah. He's asleep at the wheel.
Are you doing anything? I'm sorry, I had to take a break from a nothing guesses nothing. The point of the fact that Kenny Schiebel's just like sitting there. His camera may be off.
He's checking his email.
Yeah.
No, he's tweeting.
He has a smartphone after not having one and gotten like ever.
He's still figuring out how to say that Tiger's review was helpful.
I'll be 7 people.
I just realized Kat Jones is in the audience. Hi, Kat. Really upset with what I just said before.
Kat, previous guest on the podcast.
Okay, go on. Nothing.
Oh yeah, no. So I'm gonna guess she is like a Punisher villain, and I don't know why. I feel like there's some kind of connection to like Vietnam, and I think that there's some kind of poison thing that or a series of poisons that she uses against her enemies.
Well, a nothing guesses nothing is a hell of a lot closer.
Maybe you should stop reading all comics.
So should I give it to you?
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
go.
first appearance was 1988.
Boom!
Daredevil number 254. One thing you got kind of sort of similar was when you mentioned like a Catwoman type character to Namor. She kind of sort of is for Daredevil because she's a villain, but they've had a relationship before.
She's kind of cleaned up a tiny bit and then gotten worse.
Just so you know, that issue that she first appeared in was when I was speculating as a child, and I bought 5 copies of that.
Awesome.
Yeah, which did nothing for me because eBay didn't exist. I just tried to sell them back to Lou Mana.
She's a mutant and she has dissociative disorder where she has 3 personalities. She says she has 4, but the 4th one is not usually mentioned. So there's the crazy murderous one, Typhoid. There's regular Mary, and then there's Bloody Mary. That one's the psychotic one.
Yeah, which only shows up when you say her name in a mirror 47 times.
She has minor telekinesis, and she in the Bloody Mary persona, she has pyrokinesis.
She's actually a really great villain.
Yeah.
I mean, she was awesome.
Did she?
Especially at that time, and
I
think they should use them more.
I'm a bit behind on the Wade series. She doesn't show up at all in that, does she?
No, she actually just appeared in Marvel right now in X-Men.
Oh,
yeah?
cool.
Awesome.
Just
Okay.
double check. She doesn't live in the Pacific Ocean.
No.
What your guess though is?
She was
No, good job confusing Typhoid and Typhoon.
she was created by Ann Nesenti and John Romita Jr. also.
Yes!
Oh, there you go.
There you
You're close
go.
in that respect.
And here's a picture for you.
No.
Oh.
Woo!
All right, good cleavage.
Alex Maylin photo from Daredevil.
My favorite.
She's got 2. That's what matters.
That was fun. I love how when Ed realizes he's nowhere near that he turns into Beaker.
Yeah.
Dr. Bunsen Honeydew assistant for the Muppets.
I didn't know she was a mutant. See, that's news to me.
That's news to me too.
Yeah, I didn't know she was a mutant. I thought the Kingpin had something to do with her powers. Like, gave, like,
No.
I have money, yeah.
She was thrown from a window by Daredevil, and that's where the
And she turned right on-
personality is triggered.
And also,
Domestic abuse gave her power.
And then it said child abuse later on.
Thank God she's not a poster child for, like, multiple personality syndrome. Well, there's a comic book hero for me.
Child abuse.
Yeah, she just happens to be a horrifying villain. I'd also like to point out that during the course of this segment, Tiger has been texting with someone named Sarah. And
That's his girlfriend.
Brown Sarah.
Brown.
Tiger's like, what the fuck?
Why
Pay
do
attention.
you have to make note of the fact that she's brown?
No, because it's brown Sarah.
Oh, okay. Like,
Yeah.
like
That's
the
not her
rice
name
or
in your
like...
phone, though, right?
I hope not.
Alright, well anyway, her last like 7 messages to him were all emojis.
Correct.
Tiger hates.
Okay. Come on.
I tried
Oh,
to...
really?
No,
Oh, when I sent him to you, you're like, rah, 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 rah.
I like it every once in a while. Satan, I know you were fucking peering over my shoulder, you fuck.
I don't know. I'm just trying to learn more about emojis because Ed doesn't get emojis
My-
because he's got a Windows phone, so
Yeah.
I keep sending him
That's
like...
got
And it's just
flip
empty
phone.
pictures.
What? I get
No, I don't
emojis.
send him
Boxes.
empty.
I have a Windows phone. I get them.
You get the little
Fuck
icons.
yeah.
Usually I have to send him text-based stuff, like an
No, Ed
8,
doesn't
like
know what
7
he has. He doesn't have a
equals
Windows
sign.
phone.
No, I get them.
My
You know
favorite
the
emoji
emojis
is the
that I
happy
send you?
shit.
You send me emojis?
Yeah, I sent you the one. It's like the
Ed's got
fist,
like a Radio Shack
8.
phone.
It's like
He has to
equal
turn
sign
it.
and like the and the stuff shooting out.
No, I've never.
Not yet. Oh, all right, hold on a second.
My favorite emoji is the happy shit. So
All right, moving on.
Face.
Back to the podcast.
Hang on. Well, speaking of shit,
Young.
whoa.
Are we gonna talk about my bowel movement from earlier?
You cleared the store.
No,
Well, it's soon going to be a collectible available for sale at Comic Book Joe.
that's
That's
right.
right. Yeah, Satan was talking about instead of taking a poop in our toilet, he was gonna put it in a bag and board.
Sign it.
Sign it, and we were gonna put it
Satan
in
shit.
a big glass case.
Satan shit number
Yeah,
one.
there you go.
Thing is, you put anything in a glass case,
If you want it.
somebody's gonna try and buy it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Put a picture of Tiger. But if you make baseball cards of Tiger and display them.
Honey, I had to buy it. He's the master of hell.
Yeah.
He signed it.
I want
Smells like
you to
fire.
go on eBay and see how many people are selling Satan shit.
You
see how
tell
rare
me.
this
There
is.
you go.
Hey, not for nothing, the autograph might actually
Degraded because it's
make the value down.
He's not including a certificate with this
Well,
shit.
no, if you just sign it, Satan.
But there's a couple of Satans.
Do we like mix it with sriracha?
What
talking about
the fuck is
couple
wrong with you? There's one, there's the bad one, and then, you know.
It's the bad one.
There's the
There's
mediocre
Lucifer the
one.
Morning Star and Steve.
You know,
Moving on.
I think now it's time for a Socko topic. Woo!
Whoa!
Yeah.